Hello, guys. It's the mighty Geburah, and I have a guest here.
Yo, it's Personal Night of Flames, also otherwise known as Corrupt Demigod on Discord.
Yeah, and today or tonight or whatever time zone you're in, we'll be addressing a video that came out. It's the Soul King from Bleach, a very popular anime, versus Shibai Otsutsuki, uh, from Boruto, the sequel to Naruto.
And spoiler, by the way, this is a horrendously humongous, huge ass stomp. Shibai rapes. He does. He just does.
Oh my god, bro. You could have just said that he just has his way with him, bro. But nah, you just went,
Nah, man. Nah, I gotta go into that kind of vocabulary with the bleach dance.
it's it's a real shame because like when I was like on Twitter or something, like my tag is Tyler Renee M, by the way, or you could just search up the Might of Geburah or whatever. Uh, I encountered a bunch of Bleach fans, bro. Like when I told them that Obito like casually created like multiple dimensions when he was a kid with his Sharingan, one of them being the Kamui dimension. They were like, "No, bro, no, he didn't do that, bro. Stop lying, bro." And I'm like, "Nigga, did you read the manga? Did you read the guides?"
For real, man. For real.
Like, no, no. And then they said, "Oh, Isaac transcends reason. He is high outer because he transcends reason." You look
No,
into
no,
the
no.
scan.
I'm
You
glad
look.
I'm actually
You
glad you
look
brought
into
that up
this.
because that's one of the reasons that Bleach stands actually used with Sharingan archetypes.
Oh my god, bro. And then like, and then guess guess the hypocrisy, bro. Guess the hypocrisy. When you tell them that it's blatant hyperbole, they say, "Oh, but you can't prove it's hyperbole, bro." And then like when I show, and then when I and then when somebody shows them Naruto, the Nine Tails, Ten Tails, and shit being beyond imagination, which is a far better statement for like obvious reasons. They'd be like, "Oh, it's hyperbole, bro," and then you tell them, "Okay, can you prove it's hyperbole?" And then it's just, and then they just stop. They just, I don't know. Their brains fry. I don't know. It it's really crazy, bro. Like no, it's it frustrated me to no end. Like literally, just look up hashtag bleach scaling, and a bunch of people dunk on bleach fans for their shit, bro. Like
You know, I'm actually
imagine being so bad that like I'm forced to admit that Dragon Ball fans have better uh comprehension of media literacy than them. It's like really it's really bad.
I'm actually glad you brought up the Bleach going everywhere and whatnot because the Bleach community actually has this strong opinion that the Star Wars cosmology barely even scratches solar, apparently.
oh, oh man, they didn't watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars, where like the father had basically said that like hit like the father where he the son and the daughter could like casually tear the fabric of the universe, right?
They literally had to go to a higher dimension because they would have destroyed the universe massively.
Yeah, like they literally had to move somewhere else because like if they didn't, they would have tore everything apart. Like the one's power was just that vast.
Mm-hmm.
It was just crazy. But nah, they don't like do that. They, they, they don't actually play like they don't actually play the games, pay attention to the series. They're like downplaying and all that shit. It's like it's actually kind of like drip sauce with DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we should probably get to the video.
Yeah. This was like the prologue and introduction. Okay. Now,
You can call it a yap. You can call it a yap section. That's what it was. Yap, 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 yap.
yeah, yeah. I think I'm learning to add chapters and videos. That'll probably be helpful for things like this. Anyway, let's get into the video. Credits to Shonen Con. Uh, like we obviously don't agree with his video. But you know,
it's still his video.
It's still his video, so credits to him. Let's begin.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can you see the full screen or is it like a black screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
We're good.
Shibai, a character from Boruto who has been rumored to possess 40 abilities, versus the Soul King, the divine ruler of the Bleach universe. The question on everyone's mind is, who would come out on top in a fight between these two characters? Will Shibai's alleged 40 abilities be enough to overcome the power of the Soul King, or the Soul King's godlike powers prove to be too much for Shibai to handle? Without further ado, let's dive into this epic showdown and find out who would emerge as the victor. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications if you don't want to miss more uploads from me. Man, forget the script. This man Shibai has been a point of discussion ever since the recent chapters of Boruto have dropped. It's gotten to the point where these Boruto fans are trying to say this man solos the big three, the Dragon Ball verse, and even all of anime. They're trying to say this man is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dimensional, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, he is.
Unironically, the kind of shit that Shibai has, he is soloing the big three. Yeah, I'm saying that about Dragon Ball as well. Get over it.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Oh shit! I just realized. Fortnite literally had like a fucking crossover with fucking Naruto, bro.
Yeah, there's that as well. It's implied that
people can't even rat Goku because like Shibai literally is not in there.
Yeah, it's implied, by the way, that that's actually canon, because it's like implied to be like actual missions that they went on.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, Naruto is built different.
Alright.
Get that One Piece Bleach Dragon Ball shit out of here.
Yeah, this is going to be wild.
Alright, let's continue. Let's see how bad this is.
And he's damn near out of reversal. So today, we're gonna be diving into Shibai and seeing is he really this powerful, or are they just overhyping his ability? With that being said, back to the video. We're going to be taking a look at a matchup between these two somewhat similar characters. The reason why I say they're somewhat similar is because they both are seeing this godlike omnipotent entity in the verse that has had their power distributed among other characters. Even though for Shibai it's between two characters, and for Rio it's between like 90% of the verse, it's still worth mentioning. We're going to start off this video by talking about how strong Shibai is. Shibai is an all-powerful Otsutsuki god in the Boruto verse that obtained his power by repeatedly going through karmic resurrection and traveling the universe for several millennia, eating chakra fruit from various planets, thereby continuously evolving due to the immense amount of energy and genetic information each planet holds. Shibai kept on evolving until he became an Otsutsuki god. He became so powerful that he ended up ascending into a higher dimension where a physical body was not needed. Just the term higher dimension can have multiple different meanings, and looking at the concept of Boruto, it can still have multiple different interpretations. So let's dive into that. Ascending into
I already know this is going to be bad.
I really hope he's not using the argument that I think he is, but like,
if he's arguing that higher dimension here doesn't mean literal higher like temporal or spatial dimension at bare minimum, He's delusional. The kanji says otherwise.
The kanji literally says otherwise. Like, okay, first of all, I know this is gonna seem like this is gonna be troublesome, man. I'm not sure you did it yet. Could you just
What?
extract the Japanese kanji from like the scan? Like if you didn't do that already?
Let me check. Scroll up a bit since I added more shit to be safe in here. Let's see. I actually did right here. See, look right here. Let me tag you to it.
Tag me. Tag me.
You can check the scan if you want for yourself, but that scan has that kanji. It has those kanjis.
Yeah. Okay.
High dimension. High dimension.
Kojigen. Kojigen?
Kojigen.
Kojigen. I'm not. I did not make any claims of being some type of master of Japanese, but like, from what I understand, just from what I understand, they're specifically referring to a higher dimension. Now, not to get it twisted, there are certain instances where the kanji doesn't refer to like a higher spatial temporal dimension, but like, and funny enough, one of the Sonic the Hedgehog people sort of taught me about this, Taro Toyota. Uh, this is not one of them, actually. Like, no, this is literally referring to a higher dimension, like verbatim. Not even referring to something else.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, like they're literally referring to like existence, like not just some type of power tier.
You can, if you want, since you've been on the translation for quite a while, you should like probably show them the scans that it's referring to.
Although, okay, I'm not going to say any more here, but he will touch up on the Japanese version later. Also, I have my own takes on this stance, but on this matchup,
I kind of want to get over with this, but basically, let's go to just show some shit. Come on. Okay, see. You see? It's literally right there. That's literally like the kanji that like that like the Boruto scan uses. It's not even
Exactly. You can literally go right into the manga and find it easily.
like I don't and
So I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear no excuses about this. Go ahead. You're fine. Go ahead.
oh come on, okay, so that's just so I thought it would just pronounce it, but apparently they didn't. Okay, let's just go to depot or some shit. Think that should work. Hmm. Why is it taking so long? Okay.
That is a good question.
No thanks, I already downloaded it. So like it's word for word. It's word for word. Can't.
Yep.
So no.
Multiple translators make it clear. It's quite literally a higher dimension. It's none of this spiritually bullshit that people are trying to bring up.
Exactly, it's a bunch of nonsense. It's a downplaying rat tactic, bro. So now we
Alright, let's
got that out of the
continue.
way. We shouldn't have to like repeat that shit any further.
This is going to be cringe, this explanation, I bet.
Yep.
A higher dimension encompasses more than just increasing spatial dimensions, meaning they become 4D. In the realm of fiction, dimension can encompass various concepts, and some of the most renowned ones.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck?
For real.
Dimensions can refer to the same things in our world. Apparently, he hasn't heard of what a dimension of reality is. There's spiritual, metaphysical, physical, scientific, mathematical, transfinite, finite, numerical. What is he talking about? I've also heard of conceptual dimensions, abstract dimensions, and all kinds of other things. Where is he getting this from? Where is he getting this from? Where is he getting this idea that it's mainly a particular idea in fiction? It's where does he think it came from to begin with?
Exactly.
Okay, let's just continue.
Include a different universe or an alternate universe or a plane where certain beings live, such as a heaven or astral plane, another plane of existence. It can mean multiple different things. With that being
Okay, now, what proof do you have that it's specifically referring to some type of spiritual plane of existence?
Exactly.
Because I've explained this to many people that I debate. Just because other interpretations exist doesn't mean it dismisses the primary one.
Exactly. The primary one is always the one you need to take, like, the most importance with.
Yeah. It's something that, like the other interpretations, is something that needs to be substantiated. That's the thing.
He's going to explain his interpretation right now.
Alright, let's see how bad this is.
Okay.
he said, I'm going to be giving you all a full-fledged interpretation of what this same statement can mean. That shows it doesn't have to mean that Shibai is 4D, and it follows with the context of Boruto.
Wait a second.
Oh, this man's really
It just hit me. It just hit me. Okay, so you know in Naruto, like they mention Obito creating a space time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know that Einstein's relativity, it sort of has like it has to basically do with time and space being intertwined. So like when space time is mentioned, it's sort of talked about as like a four-dimensional manifold. Let me just do I still have the whatchamacallit? I still have the I'm sorry for the on-screen keyboard, guys. My laptop keyboard is just trash. Let's see. Einstein. Hopefully I should be able to search in this. I hope this is searchable anyway. Okay, it's taking a while. Okay, it's going a little faster. Should be fine. This is the book. Einstein made a theory about space-time, and it's the most general one. Okay, 4. Wait, dimension.
I just want to ask, how exactly is this going to be relevant to the main point you're trying to make here?
Because he's saying that Shibai cannot be four-dimensional, right? One of the
Arguing that
main,
the
one of the main, one of the main arguments for Shibai not being 4D is that he apparently doesn't have some type of four-dimensional AP, but like one of the main topics in Shippuden is space-time and the concept of space-time.
But you haven't even heard the argument yet, though. I mean, if this is going to tie into, like, supporting evidence for, like, being mathematical, like the transcendence being mathematical,
That's the entire
that's
point. That's the entire point. Like Einstein's general relativity is a mathematical dimension. That's the point. Like there's like coordinates, there's inferences, references of space and time, and that kind of shit. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Okay, Minkowski's four-dimensional space. The non-mathematician is seized by a mysterious shuddering when he hears of a four-dimensional things, by a feeling not unlike the awakened by thoughts of the occult, and yet there is no more commonplace statement than that the world in which we live is a four-dimensional space-time continuum. Okay. Let's now look up. Ah, shit, that's the wrong shit. Okay. Keyboard. Okay. Now, every general law of nature must be constituted that is transformed into a law of exactly the same form when instead of the spacetime variables x, y, and z, t of the original coordinate system k, we introduce new spacetime variables of x, y, z, t of the coordinate system k. Okay. In this connection, the relation between the ordinary and the ascended magnitudes is given by the Lorentz transformation. Or in brief, general laws of nature are covariant with respect to Lorentz transformations. This is a definite mathematical condition that the theory of relativity demands of a natural law. Okay. Now, this solidifies that space-time is like, at least as far as Einstein's concerned, is a four-dimensional space.
check the I think both of you to the Japanese definition of space time.
Yeah, let's do it. To show. Space time. Okay. This. Space time and space time physics. Wikipedia definition. Space-time. In physics, space-time, or space-time continuum, is any mathematical model that combines space and time into a single continuum. Space-time is usually interpreted with space as being three-dimensional and time playing the role of a fourth dimension that is a different caliber from the spatial dimensions. From a Euclidean space perspective, the universe has three dimensions of space and one dimension of time. So, let's also read the Japanese Wikipedia. Let's see what that says. Oh God. Oh God, this is Google Translate. I hope that this should be fine. Okay. Newton once believed. No. Einstein constructed the theory of relativity and called the combination of time and space four-dimensional space-time, leading him to believe that four-dimensional space-time is the object of physics. Okay. Now, all I need to do to solidify that Naruto characters like Obito and etc. were already 4D bare minimum from the very beginning is to show a scan of him creating his own space-time. So, Percival, you got that scan, bro? I'm pretty sure you do.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty certain I do. Give me a second.
Though it's
I got this whole section filled with comedy shit, so probably.
Oh God, come on, man. The Sega official Twitter literally fucking acknowledged the Sonic and Angry Birds crossover. It's canon.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I knew it was going to be. I had a feeling it was going to be.
It's fucking canon now. Tell me when you posted it.
Yeah, I'm just going through it right now. Come on, Discord lag. This is the worst time to lag. Alright. Let me see. What is this?
Okay, I think I found it.
I mean, since you found it, I'll send some Itachi shit for backup. Shit.
Like it just happened to be so convenient.
Holy crap! Discord lag.
Discord is lagging? Why?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Just come on! I just need one more. Alright, this should do. Let me just send this. I'll do this anyway since.
Okay, so
Man.
this is usually one of the Bleach fans' biggest argument, but anyway, it's actually very convenient that like I was arguing with like a Bleach stan that said like, no, bro, there's no evidence that Obito created the Kamoy dimension, bro. Like, Like
Oh my god, whenever I
they
hear that, I
literally
just
did
lose
not
brain
read the
cells.
shit, bro. They literally did not read the shit. I'm telling you.
There
Like
you go, there's some Itachi shit.
anyway. Okay. Not gonna lie, there's no evidence Obito created Kamui, nor is there evidence that's universe size, bro.
I'm dead, bro.
Hold on, Nah. Let me just. Bro has not read the guides nor the manga. There's tons of evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and admittedly, if like Twitter allowed more than 4 images to be posted, bro, I would have posted more. But let's show this. It's counted as ninjutsu and Keke Genkai, the Kamui. Caster Hatake Kakashi, or Kakashi Hatake. Japanese usually uses their last name as first. Uh, an unmatched jutsu that changes the dimension of the visible world. An original ocular jutsu of Kakashi's unleashed from Mangekyo Sharingan. It makes possible the transference of any object to another world. This technique can be used only after taking time to create as much chakra as he can. Kakashi captures his target in the sealed dimension and concentrates his mind on a point beyond his line of sight. The target will struggle, but there is no defense against this jutsu. All the target can do is be drawn into the wrinkle in space.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, guys. All right. Okay then. Kakashi stares with Mangekyo Sharingan. He's able to specify the barrier's location and size at will. Huh. Alright.
That's pretty good.
Somebody just gave me back my wallet. Okay. The next one. And the time space of my Kamui are linked.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you like read Naruto, the context for this is that the character named Obito like got into a little situation where he kind of had to like sacrifice himself for Kakashi and another person. I won't actually name them because too many spoilers, but basically he ended up giving one of his eyes, which had like the DNA to like activate the Sharingan. This Sharingan ended up creating the Kamui dimension. And if you even look at the scan here, it shows you that it shows you that this is just the base Sharingan. Like it has the 3 Tomoe, but like it's not Mangekyo Sharingan. They don't actually need the Mangekyo Sharingan to use Kamui. Okay. Anyway, they ask, wait a minute. What the? How come his ocular jutsu and yours are linked? Are all teleportation jutsu linked between all users? No, that's not the case. I suspect it's just him and me. Anyway. Next. In fact, the part that was overlapping with your body was just moved to the other dimension. So basically, there's a dimension that contains the space-time. It's another dimension. It is not just some little thing existing within Naruto's universe. It's in another one entirely. And okay, let's continue. In other words, the left part of his face that your fist went through wasn't really transparent, but was simply existing in the other dimension as a physical object. At roughly the same time, I sent my kunai to the other dimension with Kamui. Let's also read the fourth one, right? Ninjutsu, Keke Genkai, Kamui, Authority of Gods. Now that I think about this, this may have been foreshadowing for the Otsutsuki and Shibai. Anyway,
Probably.
users Obito Uchiha, Kakashi Hatake, the godly eyes that conquer even fate's horizon. Oh damn! So that's some type of fate manipulation or resistance. A powerful dojutsu that can transfer everything into the dimension created with the Mangekyo Sharingan. In proportion to the amount of chakra the user employs, the possible transferable mass of the target is increased or decreased. A skilled user of the jutsu can also teleport his own body at will. Furthermore, there's a subtle difference in the powers of the left eye and the right eye. The left eye warps distant things into the dimension by fixating a glance on it, while the right eye, even unconsciously, makes a body part slip through by transferring it in the other dimension. Additionally, by having both eyes, Susanoo appears, and for a skilled user, is even possible to apply Kamui's powers to its weapons. Objects are transferred immediately into the dimension, while the left eye works even if the objective is far. The distance of the right eye's effect is short. The ability to make the body slip through things is the ability of Obito's right eye. So you guys can see it's another dimension. Obito created it.
Yeah, I got some Itachi shit here if you want to show it as well.
Sure thing.
I'll read it. Let's see. Tsukiyomi, Keke Genkai, Ninjutsu, Supplementary Close Range, User, Uchiha Itachi. An inner hell as eternal as heaven and earth. The grip held onto the principles of all creation thoroughly annihilates one heart and soul. The ultimate dojutsu made possible only by the Mangekyo Sharingan. Amidst the insight and hypnosis possessed by Sharingan is a supreme genjutsu, born from the aforementioned hypnosis. Tsukiyomi. Originally, people on the face of the earth lived bound by limitations like time, gravity, and space, and how people exert their abilities within those restrictions is what separates the victors from the vanquished. But in the mental world, where the caster drags their opponent, the Tsukiyomi Jutsu gives them control over these very limitations. Namely, this means inside the Genjutsu, the physical world's common sense is completely irrelevant, and opposing the caster is impossible. Somebody caught in the Tsukiyomi finds himself into a strange world of infinity, their fate entirely lying inside the caster's hands. Sometimes they will undergo the torments of hell, and other times they will be repeatedly shown a horrendous hellish picture of agony and mayhem, with no idea of when either of those will end. As a result, the poor prisoner can only wait until the collapse of their psyches. Even a body made of iron or the speed of light are powerless before this jutsu, which is the reason why it is feared as the most powerful.
Let's go to the next one, where we literally see Itachi like stabbing this nigga Kakashi like with swords, like getting his ribs, legs, and back blown out. Pause.
If we go to the next one, for the next 72 hours, you will be continuously stabbed over and over again. In the Tsukuyomi dreamscape, I completely control time, space, and even all substance.
Hold on. Wait, would it be better if I just opened it in Chrome? Yeah, it
I mean,
would.
if you want, I can just read it. It just basically says the same shit anyways, to be honest. I control space and time.
Yeah, I can see that. Chakra control is one of the basics, and increases AP in general.
Yeah, so to claim Shibai has shit AP, or like the higher dimensional AP, you need to prove his chakra path. Good
It's
luck with it, by the
basically
way.
similar to Ki and Dragon Ball. You can't just like fucking use an extremely powerful ability because your body wouldn't be able to fucking handle it. Like, where do people get this shit?
Exactly. All this applies to Shibai. He's literally the strongest in the verse currently.
Okay, increased chakra volume often is converted into ninjutsu. As a way to amplify and greatly increase the volume of one's chakra, convert it into ninjutsu that could be used as weapons in battle. Ninjutsu covers over their body. Ninjutsu. From attack to escape, a special skill ninjas have that can be used in many situations. Ninjutsu consists in working the chakra inside you and manifesting its effect over your own body or the opponent. Okay, now reading or the opponent, it sort of means that your opponent doesn't necessarily need to have chakra. They can sort of instill the effects of chakra over the opponent. It's something that Itachi even does to someone who lacks chakra due to some mutation.
And even if that wasn't true, verse equalization exists.
But you know, some people will say verse equalization is bullshit or something because verse something
Bro,
incompatibility stuff like that.
I know there are people like that, but saying that is just so stupid. Because basically, you're just gonna argue that neither can affect the other. Then, because if you're gonna say, oh, this person can't do this, and oh, I can say, okay, well, that can't hurt my guy. Like it's simple as that.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay.
The word is weaving. Is used for a Rasengan, just like Hagia weaves her dimensions.
From this volume on, I'm including some behind the scenes columns exhumed from storage. I've been steadily cranking these out with Kishimoto sensei from about just before the battle against Kaguya in Naruto. And they were created with the launch of the Boruto film and TV anime in mind. So basically it applies to like all the material of Naruto because those things are like in those things are like based on the anime and manga and Boruto. Okay, let's just continue. I would be grateful if you'd use them as world guides to enjoy the series. If they could serve as a means to give Boruto and his friends his everyday life more than a passing thought. Ukyo Kadachi, 2019. Okay, let's see. Uzumaki Naruto, Uchiha Sasuke, Kawaki, Jigen, members of Kara, Kashin Koji, Delta, Mitsuki, Uzumaki Boruto, Uchiha Sarada,
Okay, yeah. So like, if you just ignore that and you go to the story section right
I
here,
kind of I have a habit of reading the entire thing so people can't say
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
that's
selective.
fine. I understand.
Anyway,
It's over here.
I don't wanna waste your time. I know you probably have things to do, so let me just read the story part. The Great Ninja War that shook the world and shed much blood is now history. Naruto has become the seventh Hokage, and the people of Konoha village are enjoying peace. Yet Naruto's son, Uzumaki Boruto, has a glum life. Perhaps due to his father's too great influence, rebelling against Naruto while simultaneously craving his praise. Boruto decides to enter the Chunin exams along with his teammates Sarada and Mitsuki. However, Boruto ends up secretly using a prohibited scientific ninja tool and is stripped of his shinobi status by his father. Just then, members of the Otsutsuki clan attack the arena. Boruto faces off against them alongside Naruto, Sasuke, and others, and they achieve victory with a Rasengan that father and son weave together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I should I read the next part? It's kind of irrelevant. It doesn't really add or dismiss
If it's
the
irrelevant, I wouldn't worry about it.
It's basically karma.
Yeah.
It's basically whatchamacallit. Momoshiki just possessing Boruto's body. That's all it is.
Yeah. It's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. Uh but
Alright,
anyway.
that's pretty much it. Let's continue that video.
Okay. So like now that we know, let me just say this before we continue. Now that we know that characters can create space-times with their chakra, and space-time is four-dimensional bare minimum, Shibai, being of a higher dimension than that, would have to be fifth-dimensional bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
That's logical, right?
Yeah. That's logical.
Okay. Let's see this.
Anybody who has read Naruto or Boruto should understand that the series is heavily inspired by Buddhist concepts. The basic concept of samsara is based on the cycle of reincarnation and constantly shifting from physical to metaphysical planes and life and death. The cycles of reincarnation are driven by karma until eventually one gains liberation from these karmic resurrections by achieving nirvana. Nirvana, like I said before, is the ultimate goal in life where you escape the constant cycles of rebirth. Nirvana is seen as a transcendent state with divine life. In other words, a reality transcended to the entire world of mundane experiences.
Wait, wouldn't that be universal? Wouldn't that actually be universal?
Probably, I don't know. I'm not really.
No. Seriously, the entire point of ascending into nirvana is that we are bound by so many dimensions, so many limitations, so many what should I say this? Nuisances. I remember a scan, but like basically like it transcends worlds within worlds. What is it? Dualities. Yin yang.
Yeah, Naruto does like have that kind of stuff, but it just it's not as concrete. If I'm being honest.
People who don't actually understand the whole metaphysical properties of it wouldn't understand it. So like,
Yeah, it's much more complicated to understand than even like Platonism, I'd say.
Yeah, though people don't really understand that either, which is why like some people say that Platonism scales
there are people
nowhere.
who say that. There are people who say that, but there's actually a lot of people who actually, or a good amount of people at least, that actually do seem to understand that concept, though.
Yeah, I suppose.
Shibai and the Otsutsuki clan constantly use karma to revive themselves after dying to feed on the god trees, a cycle that Shibai broke by getting rid of his physical body. In other words, he broke the cycle of repeated birth and dying and broke free of worldly suffering. So what this interpretation would mean for
What? No, that's not what. That is not what happened. It like even the scan they uses literally said that he kept evolving. Like he kept evolving. He cheated death. Like that's literally what it's saying. That's literally what it's saying. It's
Exactly.
Shibai, he's basically reached a plane similar to the afterlife.
Until you become a peerless, unique existence.
It would be a place where he doesn't need a physical form, but the difference being he's still alive and can interact with the physical world of the living, right?
Wait, higher dimensional things can't interact with. Oh my god, this is looking very bad. Okay, let's continue.
So now let's break down the raw scan. In Japanese fiction, Kojigen generally refers to a higher dimension or an abstract concept beyond the three-dimensional physical world that we live in. This can include things like time, space, alternate realities, or even philosophical concepts like the nature of existence or consciousness. In science fiction and fantasy works, Kojigen may be used to describe alternate dimensions or parallel universes that characters can travel to or interact with. Overall, the term Kojigen is often used to add a sense of complexity and depth to fictional worlds and concepts, and to explore ideas that go beyond the limitation of our everyday reality. Since Shibai is stated to ascend into a higher dimension where a physical body is not needed, it's possible that Kojigen can be used in a metaphysical or spiritual sense to describe a higher.
No.
No. No.
We already defined that.
No. You see, this
There's
is
so much.
why I took the opportunity to explain the entire thing, because if I didn't do that, we would have wasted a lot of time and had to do it at this point. So let's just continue.
Yeah, we're really good at this.
I mean, he literally just admitted that it's possible it's referring to spiritual. But just because something is possible doesn't mean it is. You know?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
That it's not objective. It's not definitive. You can't just run with that just because you possibly could.
Exactly. Let's continue.
Let's continue.
Higher plane of existence beyond the physical world that exists in Boruto, which would mean that Shibai transcended the limitations of his physical body. It is now existing on the higher plane of consciousness or being. So I'm gonna give you an example to sort of visualize this. Imagine if Shibai existed in the Bleach universe, and in this universe, the Soul Society, which is a spiritual realm, is considered a higher dimension in comparison to the world of the living. So if Shibai now exists in the.
But that isn't the case. That literally isn't the case. That's a false equivalence.
No, he admitted it's not a higher dimension. It was just for comparison's sake.
Yeah, but it's a little bit disingenuous that he would say that when it's not even comparable. Like, it's not even something that Bleach even has. Anyway.
World of living, right? He does some shit to get stronger, and eventually he discards his physical body and goes to the Soul Society. Another character can come along and say, oh, this nigga ascended into a higher dimension, and that higher dimension is in reference to the Soul Society, which is simply just a spiritual realm or spiritual plane that is considered higher in comparison to the world of the living. And she by now is simply just a spiritual being in a spirit.
There is not enough evidence. There's not enough evidence to suggest that for Shibai. I'm sorry.
There isn't.
plane, not necessarily 4D. So what I'm trying to show y'all is this statement alone can have multiple different equal interpretations as long as those said interpretations follow with the
Not
concepts of
equal.
Boruto, which my
Those interpretations are not equal. Not at all.
It really isn't, especially since Bleach doesn't really follow that. The Soul Society is really just treated as another world aside from the world of the living, not as a higher dimension to begin with. I don't think it's fair to like use that logic.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I
Let's
mean,
continue.
if I had to make a suggestion to the guy, I would like attempt to like find a series that like sort of follows the interpretation that he believes is the case for Shibai, but like I mean, as we've proven, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it's not the case.
Yeah.
interpretations does. You can try to say, oh, you're being disingenuous and overly skeptical. It's not being skeptical to show y'all equal interpretations. So until Kishimoto pulls up and says out of his mouth more evidence that can give us a better sense of where Shibai is and what's happening to Shibai exactly, you can never 100% assert that Shibai is now this fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional being until further.
Oh, he is definitely fourth dimensional.
For real.
Niggas like far below him, like casually create space times. So yeah.
Evidence is shown. That's simply it. You can say, oh, it's possible for him to be 4D. It's completely possible. Nothing contradicts that. But there's other interpretations that is also equally valid. So, like
No, they're not. Anyway.
I said, until Kishimoto comes out of his mouth and says Shibai is 4D or whatever y'all claiming, you can never assert that. Some people might come out here and say, oh, but that's not mutually exclusive. Well, it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. You combining those two interpretations will be a whole nother interpretation in its own right. So interpretation 1 would be he's 4D. Interpretation 2, he's a spiritual or metaphysical being. Interpretation 3 will be he's 4D and a spiritual and astral being.
Here's the thing.
I mean, what?
Here's the thing. Kakuzu and a lot of other ninjas in Naruto, they had the ability to astral project and all that other stuff, despite being 3D beings. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to assume Shibai is 4D, 5D, 6D, etc., while also being spiritual, astral, and etc.
Mm-hmm. True.
It's actually a more valid interpretation than just assuming it's referring to spiritual and astral. So, yeah.
Which is less likely the interpretation 1 and 2 due to Occam's razor. Now, with all that,
That's not how Occam's razor works.
It's not the simplest solution at all.
It's not.
If it was the simplest solution, there'd be more evidence pointing towards that. But it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
There's no actual reason it should be preferred either.
Mm-hmm.
being said,
Continue.
we're gonna go under the assumption that Shibai is a fourth dimensional being for the rest of this video. And I know, I just did all that explaining, I know. But we're gonna satisfy the Boruto fans, and we're gonna make this a fair fight. So Shibai is 4D.
Yeah.
Shibai being 4D would mean he's inaccessibly above any third dimensional character, regardless of AP, up to high universal.
The whole point of Shibai is that
You're gonna
inaccessible.
put like some chicken tender or fries or something into the microwave.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Just talking about Dad.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Yeah. Uh, the whole point of Shibai is that he's completely inaccessible to the people in Naruto and Boruto who literally created uh space time.
Time, space, space times, and hyperspaces.
So like,
Yeah.
how's he making? How's he making this assertion that he's only accessible to 3D beings? This is even more reason why he's just blatantly 5D.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Let's continue.
So now let's talk about Shibai's abilities. It's stated he can create storms by a wave of his hand and thunderbolts just by an angry roar. These godlike abilities were called Shinjutsu. Amado was also able to transplant abilities from Shibai's discarded body into the two characters we know as Ida and Daemon. Ida makes any character that sees her automatically fall in love with her, and because of that they can't hurt her. This ability does have weaknesses though, because it can't affect anybody related to her or an exclusive being. She also has the Senragon, which allows her to see all things that is happening around the world and also see past events that has happened prior to her birth. Daemon has the ability to reflect all attacks, the thing being he has to have his hand touch another person to do so. Code's claw marks are also Shinjutsu and the abilities Kawaki inherited from Ishiki. Now, because of the new chapter, we learned of this thing called omnipotence. It is an ultimate power only an almighty God can wield. The programming
A programming language like gods were said to have used to create worlds. The will to make anything real. That is what omnipotence is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I'm going to I really hope that he has something that the Soul King has that like directly compares to that because
We'll see.
if he doesn't it's just over.
language that was said to create world, the will to make anything real. Ida's subconscious desires were made material through this ability. Because everyone's consciousness is linked through chakra, Ida was able to alter the memories of everyone on the planet. So far, that is all we've seen from this ability. It is a reality warping ability, but we don't know exactly what it's capable of. Anything more than the best feat we've seen in the Narutoverse would simply be an assumption. Now let's talk about how strong the Soul King is. Ryo was a being with a power equivalent to a god's, a mix of all the races in Bleach, and he stood as a protector in that ambiguous and chaotic world. His power was stated to be omnipotent, omniscient, and almighty. 5 people came along and they had the goal of separating the original world into 3 separate realms. In order to make this
What? That's it?
I don't think that's all he's gonna send. I hope so, at least.
That's already worse than Shibai. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Let's continue.
This separation a reality, they require the power of a man that transcended everything in that universe. Now logically, this would mean Ryo is at least 4D, as we know dimensionality
What? Why would that automatically be 4D?
does exist within the Bleach universe, and the feats I will mention will support him being 4D or at least having 4D AP. Ryo did not
I have no words. I have no words. If it involves the Aizen the Ichigo shit, bro,
I'm gonna fucking die, man.
I'm gonna, I'm, I might, I might, I might die from laughing myself into chronic asthma, bro. It's just no.
resist these 5 people and allowed them to trap him in a crystal, and by using his almighty power, he separated that universe into the realms we know of today, which are the Soul Society, the World of the Living, Mundo, the Dongai, and the Garganta. Now, in this crystal, Ryo was significantly weakened due to having his body parts mutilated off of him to the point where he was in a state between life and death. Yet this character was still the linchpin of the Bleach multiverse, meaning he was passively exerting enough energy to sustain a multiverse just by existing. This multiverse includes the Garganta, which is an infinite space-time continuum. I'm not going to explain the here. Verse includes the Garganta, which is an infinite space.
Let me Why was she in Hugo Mundo? As she wondered that, Aura confirmed that she was still conscious. She had no memories from after she drove the castle in the sky into the Giganta. She had thought she would simply continue to wander within the endless expanse of the Giganta and that her Reishi itself would simply rot away. But for some reason, she was stretched out of this on this sand. There's 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 no way he actually took this as an infinite statement, right?
Well, to be fair, it depends on translation, but the Japanese raw for the Garganta did have like an infinite statement. If you want me to go try and find the novel statement again,
You could, but like it's literally just referring to like how hopeless it might be to get out of there, bro. Like that's
I wouldn't take it like that unless there's like more definitive evidence. I mean, just for the sake of your argumentation, like, you can just refer to this as like an. By the way, if you want me to get the statement that proves like there's time, which Bleach does have statements in the novels confirming relativity in the verse in Einsteinian form, and that it states like time has its own axis within the Garganta. If you want me to get any of that, I can.
okay, then that would be infinite then. Because Einstein literally states that like four-dimensional space is like infinite. So well, I'm not gonna talk about it in this video, but
Okay, I just want to let that be known.
let's just make it clear. I mean, I'll take your word for it. Like you don't lie to me about the scans, so anyway.
Space-time continuum. I'm not gonna explain to y'all here why the Bleach verse is a multiverse and why every realm is its own universal space-time continuum. You can watch my in-depth video on that. Ryo should be low multiversal in AP due to sustaining these realms with his power alone at a significantly weaker state. At scaling above U-Haul, he was going to destroy these realms and essentially reverse what the Ryo did. Ryo having 40 levels of power is consistent with the fact that Aizen, after gaining the Hogyoku, which entire existence at the time was to
Oh, come on! Oh,
Yep, it's coming to this. They're about to use this.
no! No! I knew it! 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 No! I knew it! I knew it! Yo,
Let's
did
continue.
I call it? Did I call it? Did I call it?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Aizen is in a completely different dimension from everyone else, and Ichigo is even in another dimension from that.
Oh my god.
I think he's using other statements than that Dangai statement, which talks about like 3D beings being completely inaccessible to 2D beings, to be fair.
That's literally just him stating. That's literally just a figure of speech to say that Aizen is now stronger, like noticeably stronger than everyone else. That's literally all it's referring to. It doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't take any. Hold on, let me.
Wasn't the Japanese? It didn't even say dimension or something.
It did, but it's not referring to any type of. You
Do
remember
you want me
when
to get that scan for you, Suisha?
Remember when I bleach scaling.
Here, I'm gonna get that for you.
Hold on, bleach scaling.
But does something have to see a Geburah?
No. It's just how
I
I say
pinged
it.
you to it in a Castle Grounds high ground.
Hmm.
This thing? Oh, this.
Oh my fucking god, where is it? Where is it? I know. Hmm.
I remember someone translating this on Twitter.
No. I know. There was someone that I was. Wait, was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Okay. This guy. Let me copy his name and tag myself. We were talking about this. We were literally talking about this. I'm telling you that me and him were talking about this. Basically, an actual Japanese person had to come in and obliterate that narrative that it was actually talking about some type of spatial dimensions, bro. Hold on, bro. Okay. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this.
You stop
Bro
using
said,
this,
can
please.
we
I'm begging
stop
you.
using
Stop the
this?
mistake. This whole thing here is hyperbolic. The kanji being used here, Fraser intended her dimension, isn't even talking about literal dimension. The kanji literally translates to another level. Damn, that's some
Like
fake
nigga,
ass shit.
I like niggas. I literally told you this shit, bro.
I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention that day. I don't really care much about Bleach, even though the
Oh,
wank
yeah,
scene.
that was a thing I remember then.
Like, no, bro. I literally told you guys. Like,
Yeah, he did.
remember when I was in Discord a few months ago? I told you that, nah, bro, they're being hyperbolic, bro. Like, no, like, uh, I literally had to. I literally, somebody who actually understands Japanese, bro. Like, like,
This is a little off topic, but I'm kind of surprised you didn't, for the Naruto universal scaling, I'm kind of surprised you didn't bring up the Itachi's like infinite like size like.
I actually did bring that up.
he
I,
did.
I read
He
the
actually
hell
did
shit.
bring that up. Yeah, he read it. He read the shit. Same with Mugen Infinite Uo. That's not what the scan you guys throw around says. It says it seems infinite. Seems. It's just really big. You know what that is? Hyperbole. This point is
I
not even
actually,
taking every single thing you hear as literal as possible. Context matters, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
not
really
sure about
screwing
that
me.
one actually.
Yo,
I
being a huge
I do have
bleach
the Japanese myself, and I found the Japanese scan, and it didn't say like it seemed to be infinite, but I do think I know what he's talking about. Yeah, like this statement. It states like verbatim, the sound that the name suggests, it's an equivalent size to infinity. It doesn't like suggest it seems to be, it just states verbatim it is. So that part I disagree heavily with, because that's not what the kanji says.
Hold on. Let's look at your show. I wanna see this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See. I wanna see this. Because if I see anything that shows seams, it's over. ceaselessness, incessancy, Nah, bruh. That's not even saying infinite. But anyway, let's see. Like as if.
That first
As
part's
if.
talking about the name implying the size, as like the character as the character explains.
It's my nigga. No, it's literally just such like even the kanji origin is just. Hold on, I might have to actually fucking look, bro. Likeness, like, such as if, better, best, equal. There's far too many definitions, bro. There's too
You know
many
what?
definitions of this shit.
You know, now that you bring it up, these actually all do like kind of seem to have equal interpretations.
Also, but I mean, like I said in the translation, that part is referring to the name of the actual prison, Muken. And then he goes on to explain like the actual size is equivalent to the name. He's just saying in context, like the name itself implied infinity, but it actually is infinite in context. That's just what he says. That's not headcanon. That's just me telling you what the panel says. Like you'd have to read the full like translation for this to make sense.
Wait. Hold on.
Like even in the like the Twitter statement you pulled from, that's what the translation translates to.
Hold on. Infinity, infinitude, eternity. Okay, let's see. Equal, identical, the same. No different from, just like, equivalent. Then, fathom. As far as he can fathom, it's equivalent to the name. That's what it's saying.
Jisho tends to
It's
be.
not necessarily. It's not necessary. I'm telling you, it's not necessarily saying it's the same as literal infinity.
I mean, that really depends on the context of the kanji because sometimes those types of kanji are silent, and every time you put these statements in like translations, and even if you talk to other like Japanese people, like the guy on Twitter, like the Twitter you linked, these kanji can be silent at times. So I wouldn't take that at face value. I mean, especially even then, like even if you don't like that statement, there's multiple other statements like saying it's infinite.
Yeah, I'm just saying this. Statements like these are not like the best. It's just not the best. You could use many other statements. It's just why use this one? It's not. It seems
It's just a direct.
it seems like a fucking knowledge claim, honestly.
I highly doubted it. I mean, I don't think it is with all the actual statements we have in hand, but if you want to argue that, well, I don't know what to tell you, but anyways.
Anyway, let's continue. We already made it clear that because of Einstein existing in the verse and like it having his concept of space time, like should be like infinite, I guess.
Make Eisen a being capable of replacing the Soul King was stated to transcend the concept of reason and human knowledge.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry, this is such a dumb statement.
Oh my god, bro. Oh. Hold on, let me hold on, let me just hold on, let me just just hold on, let me just 10 tails beyond imagination, bro. Beyond imagination, bro. Because like we use it, we we using hyperbolic statements, bro. So like we're just like like
I'm
like
not
we
gonna lie. I'm a little surprised he didn't use the Japanese like version of the statement.
like a fragment of the god tree that gave birth to the universe, the Ten Tails. The Nine Tails beast received life in this world because of the figure that separated the personification of chakra, the Ten Tails. Even as individuals, they boast overwhelming power, and the Ten Tails' power is beyond imagination. Hey, bro, I'm recording a video. The Ten Tails' power is beyond imagination. During the Fourth Great Shinobi War, it was restored, and its overwhelming power caused despair across the Shinobi world.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't think I need to explain why, you know, transcending imagination is a far better feat than transcending reason, right? Because there's a certain limit to what you can do with reason. Even if reason itself is infinite, imagination is completely asinine. You could potentially even imagine the logically impossible, right?
Yeah.
So,
Unless you want to argue Shibai is below Kurama, well, this should be obvious for why this is being used here.
yeah, that's just bullshit. Anyway, if we're going with this statement, then I guess the Ten Tails just solos Bleach. It's just how it is. Anyway.
Yes, ads.
Yep.
So not only would the Soken be beyond knowledge, he would also be above dimensionality as well, as humans do have knowledge of dimensions, meaning his power would at least be fourth dimensional. Also, he destroyed the cleaner.
Yo, imagine saying this, bro. It's actually kind of crazy that he says this, but like, we can imagine things beyond dimensionality, right? And the Ten Tails is beyond that. So, if we use that logic, then
Mm-hmm.
the Ten Tails is out reversal, right? Right? Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes 100% sense to go by that logic. Oh my god, bruh. It's like the statements for Bleach, like it would just
They're so
it would just up Naruto verse a ton. Like Naruto would just end up far higher in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's go.
which has dominion over time and space, and has been shown to manipulate timelines. Not only was the Soken stated to transcend everything in the novels, which people think is a hyperbole, Aizen was also stated to transcend not only the Shinigami in Hollows, but everything within the Bleachverse as well.
Do we need to like explain why this would just be objectively false? Or what? Like
I mean, if you want to explain your reasoning, which is probably better than just saying, oh, it's objectively wrong, but you probably should explain your stance on that interpretation.
okay. This is simply because there is clearly a certain magnitude that could surpass the Aizen at this point. Ichigo was one of them. And then there was a lesser difference in power increase later on, yet they're stronger than the Ichigo that fought that Aizen, right? I mean, there was even a point where Ichigo Ichigo's power was sort of restricted. I think it was the final Getsuga Tensho or something. Uh, and hmm, he worked. I forgot the name. It was a while. It was a while, right? Eventually, he ended up gaining back his power, and he got even stronger. But it wasn't much different from what he was before. So how could he have transcended everything? That doesn't make sense. How could Eisen have transcended everything? And then there's the problem of Yuobach and all of that. Like,
Mhm.
how many transcend everythings do you need? How many transcend everythings make sense to transcend everything? When does it actually start? Where is it meet a midway? Where does it end? When does it start making sense?
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying or not?
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
Supporting this higher dimensional power he has. Simply destroying, creating, and having dominion over a fourth dimensional structure would also put Ryo at 40 regardless. Now, let's talk about Ryo's abilities. If you look at the screen, you can see a list of damn near all the things he can do as an overview. The amount of hacks due to has.
You know that all of this is just completely dealt with by the creation of all things jutsu, right?
For
Which
real.
I should have, right?
Shibai definitely has that. He has everything.
I mean, if you're arguing like the based off the omnipotence, like can create reality argument. I mean, he does say like there's reality. He says there's reality warp. He has like reality warping, death manipulation, all that good stuff as well.
It's literally a buffed version of the creation of all things jutsu.
Yeah.
Also, conceptual manipulation.
Yep.
Although I think it would have been better to actually show the scans, but that's just me.
I don't care about
I
hack.
can understand why he did that. I don't even doubt that the Soul King doesn't have these abilities. It's just, hold on, let me just see if he actually shows it.
Is absolutely insane. With that being said, I'm going to specifically talk about what exactly the Almighty is. Just like you, Rio has the Almighty, but most likely a more better version with the fact that he has 4 pupils instead of 3. The Almighty allows the Soul King to see everything in the present and in the distant future, with it being implied that he can see up to 1 million years in the future. The Soul King can see all possible futures like a grain of sand on a beach.
Hold on. Let's go back. I already sensed a contradiction.
In the present and in the distant future, with it being implied that he can see up to 1 million years in the future. The Soul King.
If the limit is 1 million years into the future, then how can he see all possibilities? That's
Well,
literally that
to be
that has to be
fair,
hyperbole. That has to be hyperbole.
I mean, to be fair, he does say like it's implied that he can see it in the future, like not it's a necessarily into that long. He doesn't say like it's a limit. It based off you watch his statement, like perhaps he sees him in the very day, past the time, like the Soul King, did everything. So it's like he's saying it's that's at least an implied like sight, like the actual range of the sight into those said possibilities that he can see. Not necessarily like it's a limitation, if you will, if that makes sense.
Nah, I still don't follow.
Mm.
Because even if, like, I don't doubt that he can view multiple possibilities per se, but like if but if he sort of like has like he could have said that he could easily see past like he could easily see an endless amount of time in the future or something. And that would just sell the point that it has no limits, but
Well, I mean, he doesn't imply a limitation, but I'll put it this way.
no, he doesn't explicitly mention a limitation, but within those possibilities that he can see, like it's sort of like it's not unlimited.
I'll put it this way. Like, let's say you have let's just say a disco ball. This disco ball allows you to see and view possible outcomes depending on choices made.
No, I already got they can see multiple possibilities. I'm talking
No.
about
Like,
how far ahead he can see into them.
okay, but if you're saying like they're like far ahead, then I'm just saying like at those moments, that's what he can perceive in those moments for it to be
that's the point I was making.
possible.
That's the point I was making. That it's not necessarily that he can see it. He can see endlessness. He can see like the very particular endings of those possibilities. Like, well, I'm not sure if there's an ending to infinity, but anyway, what I'm saying is Yuhabak or Yuha is more like seeing things within the moment. Like Diavolo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Or maybe you might pronounce him Diabolo or something. Depends on your language. Yeah.
If that is the case, then I think we are on the same page there.
Yeah.
See, like all possible events that happen at one particular moment into an unknown extent.
That's what I'm referring to. I don't think.
Okay.
I just don't think that. What's his name again? What's his name again?
You
Shonen Con.
Okay.
I don't think he's explaining it that way. That's the problem I have.
Okay then. He doesn't explain it the best, honestly.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Anyways,
That's why we have to have a whole segment on this.
Anyways, like let's continue. I don't think knowledge is going to help anyways, honestly.
Yeah.
You can see all possible futures like a grain of sand.
Oh wait, you mentioned that. Let's explain why. Okay, now let's say that you have the ability to see multiple possibilities, right? Now, it doesn't exactly help when you can't exactly do anything about those possibilities. Like, let's say there's a possibility of a sinking ship, but you didn't use your ability to perceive that the sink would ship, that the ship would sink.
I actually got another good example.
You are already on that ship. You can't fly. You can't do anything about it. So you're a sitting duck waiting to drown. Even if you can see the future.
Yeah, this is kind of similar for like Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars as well. He's able to like see Padme's death, and although he could have prevented it had he done things differently, he didn't know, so he couldn't, prevent it, even though he could see the future.
well, I mean, he does explain later that he can affect these timelines, but it's a fair point to
affect the timeline, but like, oh my god, the Yuabak saga is just fucking plot and stupidity. There's no way they should have won.
For real.
There's no way they should have won. Holy shit.
Alright, let's continue.
Literally, like if I recall, I think the reason that Yulabach even lost is because what should we call it? They technically had him go to sleep and kill him from there. I mean, he was awake, but like not in his like best state, like a different persona practically. I think
Yeah, I get.
that it was.
I get what you mean.
Wait. If I remember, didn't they have to temporarily disable the Almighty, though?
Yes, it's been such a while since I read it. Oh, I might have to
But
go back
anyway,
and review it. There's a lot of things I'm missing that I don't think the creator of this video is is like is like showing.
Let's continue.
But one of the things that is mentioned in the same scan is that the future can be changed. You evolve through your battles.
And on the beach, and he can alter those said futures as he.
But changing the future simply means jumping from one grain of sand to another. It's like he's not unbound from the possibilities, though. He's still a participant of it. He just can manipulate it better than most.
Yeah.
It's like playing chess, but knowing all the right moves to get out of a particular situation.
Yeah,
But
that's a good way of explaining it.
yeah.
He sees fit. Even if a character is capable of changing their own fate, Rio can see it from up above and cut it down. He can also destroy something in all possible futures as well. On multiple occasions, it's stated that there is an infinite amount of timelines that the Rio can see and change. Any power and ability that the Rio sees in the future, he will know that ability, and that ability will come to his side, meaning it cannot be used to defeat him or harm him. This ability is so broken that it gives him immortality and allows him to change futures that he's died in. The miracle is a power from the heart of the Soul King, which resides in Gerard. It allows Gerard to manifest miracles upon himself by giving form to the thoughts and feelings and desires of himself and those around him. By using people's fear, he's able to convert any physical damage upon him to increase his size and strength. When Gerard gets killed, he revives again, but he becomes even more gigantic, faster, stronger, and more durable. Also, any injury he had before instantaneously disappears. If Gerard loses a limb, it will automatically be reformed in a flash with visible veins and will be even stronger. Even if he.
So basically, regeneration, fear manipulation, and basic reality warping. Okay,
also,
that's
he
all.
gains like immunity to the previous thing that destroyed said part, as that's what he explained it as.
Yes, that's basically reality warping. You can alter reality to adjust to a particular thing. It's the same ability.
Yeah, it's not gonna help.
It's not going to help.
If he's cut in half vertically, Gerard will come back together and evolve even further. So basically, he's immortal and gets amped every time he dies. The right arm of the Soul King is called the Mihigami. The Mihigami governs stagnation, which stops any growth, progress, change, or development. And then the left arm of the Soul King is Pernita, and he.
Wait a second. How did the Soul King, get into that state again? Because if it actually worked like that, how did he get put into that position? Like, like lacking body parts, getting body parts removed, and all that other shit?
If I remember correctly, it was like a choice to do this sort of thing for him.
Like his own choice.
I think it is. I think he did explain it earlier, but I could be wrong. But I do think, if I remember the novel correctly, he like the Soul King made a choice to do this and like descend his parts into like other people and like his children, if you will.
Okay, that makes more sense. That shines a lot on this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Also, I'm kind of do wish people explained how the Soul King got weakened in this state better. Like, from what I'm hearing, from how I'm hearing this, I don't necessarily think he got weaker after his parts got removed. Like, let's say, for an example, let's just say, like, I am a giant, and I create a giant, like, galaxy wiping punch against you or something, and you tank that. But later on, if you get your parts chopped off your body, that doesn't prove you get weaker. That just removes certain like things you can do. Like that doesn't necessarily lower your durability in
It's
that
not even
sense.
stated that I don't. As far as I read, I don't think it's even stated that he lost an ability. Like it's not even
Yeah, I don't
stated
think.
that he lost the capability. That's the funniest
No, I
part.
mean like he loses his body parts, which loses like the usage of them from his real body is what I mean. But he's still like just as durable. If you're from what I'm hearing, like there's nothing like I even talked to a guy who's read through the Bleach series as well, and he couldn't find a statement confirming the Soul King got weakened. I'm not sure where it comes from.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making. I'm like, it's never stated that he kind of lost any capability in general, like power, ability, limbs. Like he lost his limbs, but like he could function as if he had them anyway. That's just basically how it works.
Yeah, so the whole thing about him like being weakened, like during doing all those feats he mentioned while being weakened, I don't think the weakened part is that solid. It would more so scale to the base power that we know and seen of the Soul King, which other characters like Ichigo, Yuwatch, Aizen, etc. scale to.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I see that. I see that. Okay, like he could have explained this part. Because now, like, people who didn't know this information would come in blind and think, oh, he can, oh, Shibai can just chop his body parts and he'll be, infinitely weaker, bro. But, like, don't get it twisted. Shibai still claps, but, like,
badly.
it would be nice to know that particular information that the removing of limbs doesn't necessarily do anything to him, you know?
Like, at least based off what he's explained and shown, I'm not seeing the proof he was weakened. So, implying that even at a weaker state, like, I think he implied like there was a transcendence in the prime form, but he was like significantly weaker in the state he's using. But as far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen anything confirming that. Which is why it doesn't make sense to me. People argue the Soul King is the strongest in the verse. But
Yeah,
let's continue.
it doesn't matter. As of right now, the bleach is like defunct. It's out of function. It ended as far as we know. Unless they decide to milk it. Like, Dragon Ball.
I mean, I think there's a sequel, wasn't it? Burn of Witch or something?
I think you mean like the Blair Witch and Capture Your Own World novels. Those are like the continuation of the Bleach manga slash anime.
Yeah, that
One of
one.
which was written by
I
Kubo.
don't get it. Those aren't those more like standalone things that happen like in the same universe, not necessarily a sequel.
They continue events that happen after the manga and anime and stuff.
Okay, so anyone got where's does Ichigo have a child now or what?
He does.
Okay. Okay. Is he mentioned at all? Like is there any acknowledgement?
Hold on, let me check.
Actually, forget it. Let's just get through this. My
Yeah, it's not a
brother,
big deal for
my
mine then.
brother is across the room, and I think he wants to sleep. So like, let me just scroll through this and get through this as fast as possible.
Nah, I'm going to be up for a while anyways, but I appreciate your hearing out.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't want to be an inconvenience for this. So.
No, don't worry, you're not doing any inconvenience. I'm going to be up for a while. I'm a night hawk.
I'm also talking to like my brother over. He's like right near me.
Makes sense.
Anyway, let's continue.
He governs progression and advancement through evolution. I'm not going to dive into the specifics of his ability. If you want to know all that, just read the manga, I ain't gonna lie. It is explained in Campfire World that each Fullbringer has pieces of the Soul King inside of them. And these Soul King pieces basically work like a Hogayoku for each of them, allowing them to have their own powers and abilities. All of the Fullbringer's abilities would include Orihime's abilities, Time Tells No Lies, the Book of the End, Yukio's abilities to create pocket dimensions, etc., etc. The list goes on. So now that we've gone over the scaling and abilities of these two characters, let's see who will win in the fight. The first thing I want to mention is the interaction between these two 40 characters and having 40 AP versus being 40 in existence. Just because a character is 40.
Goodbye, Nags.
Please don't use this. Please don't use the argument I think you are going to use.
He's gonna say he doesn't have 40 AP, I bet.
Yo, 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 yo. You and me, you and me right now, corrupt and eternal and whoever is in this chat, bro. So like, we we're 3D in existence, bro. We don't have 3D magnitude, bro. Like definitely not. Like
I mean,
we have 2D AP, bro.
I think he worded that like very badly, but I think what he should have said was like, "You have 40 existence, but an unknown amount of 40 AP." Like if you're a four-dimensional being, you axiomatically have the power to punch at some magnitude in a 4D space. Like it's no different from us like three-dimensional beings having three-dimensional punches at an unknown extent. I think that's how he should have worded that.
Yeah, but it's blatantly false either way. Kaguya Otsutsuki literally created like an entire dimension that was like implied to be even bigger than Naruto's universe, which was implied to be infinite by Hiruzen, if I recall correctly. So
Yeah, the Kakashi novel also says there's infinite space, the first Kakashi novel.
You
yeah.
can also put like the data books state like the data book. Well, not only like if you take the Ten Tails creating the universe stuff, it also states like he had immeasurable power and like I think it was like the Road to Last Ninja. I think that's what the movie was called, and in one of the data books, but. There's also a page that no one brings up where it like confirms like Itachi's like domain is infinite. Should I get that real quick?
We actually already brought that up, so there's no point.
We already brought that up. I think we covered this. No, I
Did
think
y'all
we
just porn or?
Yeah, we brought up the Tsukiyomi.
we brought it up. I mean, there was a scan, and then there was even like an anime scene that we showed. It was like portrayed through a GIF or a GIF, whatever. Anyway.
Also, like, if you want to talk about like implications of higher like AP than 4D, I'm heavily neutral on this argument and like don't really care for it, but there's also like Minato's flying thunder god he conjures with his own chakra that's stated to like surpass space and can, cause space-time rifts and all that, so take that as you will.
It can also whatchamacallit, like ignore the concepts of space and distance. So like yeah. That was literally one of the things brought up. Hold on. Let me show it.
I remember on the scans, it even said that for this simple transportation type
I
jutsu.
think I DM'd Percival the statement. I don't know if I gave it to you though. Do you want me to re-give that to you? High ground.
I think I got most of the Minato statements.
I guess.
I think I have it already, anyways. Well,
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Let me just send them here.
there's a Minato one, and there's a Sumijutsu one, basically, or whatever it's called.
Oh god, I remember this shit from Troy, bro. Literally, a fucking Bleach fan said that Convoy doesn't spawn, it travels to the target, bro.
I'm dead, bro.
Like, what?
Okay.
That's just stupid.
No, you didn't. The official
Anyway,
statement. I'll help
I
you out
think
real quick.
I got the quote. I got the quote. It's from the third data book.
Third data book?
Third data book. It's
It's space-time ninjutsu.
Yeah, let me go to Chancellor's office. This.
I
Before
don't
you
know.
do that, though, I just want to post these, like, this is just to prove that this statement is official and real, so no one can argue it's fake.
Yeah,
Let me read this real quickly. Far right, an inner hell as eternal as heaven and earth. The grip held in the principles of all of creation thoroughly annihilates one heart and soul. Admits the insight and hypnosis possessed by Sharingan is a supreme genjutsu born from the apprehended hypnosis. Tsukunomi, originally people in the faith thereof lived bound by limitations like time, gravity, and space, and how people exert their abilities within those restrictions is what separates the victors from the vanquished. But in the mental world, where the caster drags their opponent, the Tsukunomi Jutsu gives them control over those very limitations. Namely, this means inside the Genjutsu, the physical world's common sense is completely irrelevant, and opposing the caster is impossible. Somebody caught in Tsukunomi finds themselves into a strange world of infinity, their fate entirely lying inside the caster's hands. Sometimes they will undergo the torments of hell, and some other times they'll be repeatedly shown a horrendous, hellish picture of agony and mayhem, with no idea of when either of those will end. As a result, the poor prisoner can only wait until the collapse of their psyches. Even a body made of iron, or the speed of the light, are powerless before his jutsu, which is the reason why his spirit is the most powerful. The moment the adversary is exposed to Mangekyo Sharingan, a strange realm as they've never seen before extends before their eyes. In there, the world's principles themselves obey the caster's beck and call.
And Shibai should automatically have this for
Oh yeah,
obvious
definitely.
reasons. Okay. This is the original Japanese scan that the shit came from.
So yeah, no one can claim this is fake anymore.
Okay, and then there's also the teleportation space-time ninjutsu. High-level ninjutsu that surpass concepts, space and distance. Third data book. Eternal and High Ground conveniently posted the material. The Japanese kanji, which says the shit. So like yeah. This is the scan in which it appeared. Oh damn, that was pretty blurry before, but I'm glad it's clear now. Yeah, it's right. It is here. So
Pretty blatant.
I am neutral on these scans, but they're there if you want to prove like universal or outer-versal Naruto, whatever y'all want to argue.
I don't wanna like straight up obliterate this YouTuber. Like
For real.
he made honest mistakes. Like I can't be mad at that.
Let's continue. It's almost done.
Is it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're getting there, see?
3 more minutes. Oh.
I mean, it's probably just gonna say shit we already debunked anyways. So it's not a big deal.
Okay, let's do this.
3D in existence does not mean they cannot be defeated by a 3D being. Like I've shown you before, the Soul King is shown to have fourth dimensional power, meaning he will be able to interact with, damage, and kill any 4D character. Just because a character has 40 AP does not mean they can automatically perceive and comprehend a 4D being. But in Ryo's case, he would be able to, as not only is Ryoku and Ryasu directly.
Stop reading research papers like this. Googling back and forth while reading takes up more time than you could imagine.
Done.
Correlated to perception, he has shown on multiple cases that he has dominion, knowledge, and understanding over the fourth dimension in order to perform the feats he's done and create things like the cleaner. So he will be able to damage, kill, and perceive Shibai with no difficulty. So you guys should now understand.
No difficulty. What?
He definitely cannot. Shibai is 5D bare minimum. He's above people who can create 4D spaces easily.
Yeah, that's literally the case. Like,
I'll just get into I'm personally, like, again, neutral on this, but here's another argument you can make. Like, Minato's flying under God surpasses, like, the space. So, like, you can argue 40 off of that. And then, obviously, Shibai is mathematically greater than those attacks that Naruto and Gang scale to, so you can argue 5D off of that if you really want to push it.
Hold on, they did say that the speed of light is like useless. It's like nothing before the Mangekyo Sharingan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is right there.
I wonder. I wonder if this might be conjecture, but I wonder if the speed of light
Hyperspace?
I wonder if the speed of light equation can be generalized to higher dimensions or something. Let me look.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I mean, like the Itachi like thing. Not only is it the speed of light powerless there, it's also the Mangekyo Shogun is literally stated to be a realm where the principles don't bound them, but they are bounded to the Mangekyo Shogun. Like, they literally have to obey it. So that's like, it's one of the reasons why it's very powerful in verse. Mm-hmm.
Higher.
I mean, they do have. With the speed of light thing, they do have hyperspace in the verse though. So.
Yeah, so speed of light's probably even higher in Naruto than
Wait.
actual light.
Wait, are you going to try and argue Naruto having Einsteinian light speed or something like that? I mean, you can argue higher D like in 5D.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not.
I mean, guaranteed though, I will say you can argue higher dimensional stuff for Bleach too, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not.
Wait a second. Wasn't there a statement that Kishimoto or some type of Naruto staff said about Naruto's world being much like ours or something? That could probably work. Wouldn't it?
I think they have said something like that, but I don't really think it's
I think they definitely did. I just don't know where the scan is, and it would take.
Are you talking about the one when wasn't it like wasn't when Kishimoto talked about guns or something?
I don't think so. No.
I don't
it was
think he
something
meant
else.
world, to be honest.
It could be, but I'm not sure. I know that there was definitely a statement about that though. And
yeah, I remember.
And if there is, then you know.
I actually remember that statement as well, so I know for sure it's real.
I mean, there is some light. This might not be in this good argument, but guy was warping space when he was going really fast, wasn't he, or something?
I think I don't remember that, but I do think wasn't that Minato who was warping space with his speed?
No, it was
No.
He was actually right. It is Guy.
Minato did, I think, warp space in his fight with Obito, the first one, while Guy warped space in his fight against Madara. So
Just for Minato to outreact him still, by the way.
yes.
With no arms.
With no arms, bro.
Look, bro, and people want to say Hashirama's gonna beat this man.
Hashirama is fodder, bro. He's a fraud. Yo. Yo, bro, imagine like Toby Rama powering up like he's that extra good shit, and then like Minato and Hiruzen is just standing there like, oh, not you're the same as always. Like,
Bro,
yo,
the only
a
reason
fraud.
Hiruzen was even having trouble with like Tobirama and Hashirama. I get their Edos that are massively weaker than their primes, but still.
No, that's literally no. They're not. No, they literally retconned that narrative in Naruto Shippuden. They said that
Well, I was about to
they
bring up
literally said
how
Orochimaru's Edo Tensei was like just straight up more efficient and better than whatchamacallits. Kabuto's? Yeah, Kabuto.
yeah, I
So
mean to be fair though, he had a lot of time to improve that. I was just gonna say that. I was
I
just gonna say that
guess.
The reason Hiruzen had trouble is because he was mental nerfed against
He
them.
was literally meant, and people actually ignore that. They actually ignore that. They said, "Oh well, I mean, he was prepared to kill him after some time." Being prepared to
I'm
kill
gonna be
someone.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. If Hiruzen wasn't mental nerfed, he would have bodied Orochimaru. Like him just being able to summon the Reaper Death Seal alone, like having the reserves for that more than once, is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, even Orochimaru mentioned that if Hiruzen had at least been like 10 years younger, like he probably would have won even without the mental nerf.
Like even he admits if Hiruzen was younger, he was gonna get clapped.
Anyway,
Orochimaru, how powerful his sensei was. What can I say? He didn't want them hands when he was at that age.
it's
Well, he
also
literally ran away. No, he literally ran away.
it's also even funnier when you look at the Naruto Shippuden guidebooks, like straight up saying that Orochimaru and Jiraiya are of a level that like rivals the original five Kage, bro.
Just get wait,
Before we continue, I'm actually gonna bring this up real quickly before we continue, though. The funny thing is that Orochimaru actually ran away from the younger Hiruzen as well. That man straight dipped.
Yo, bro, like when Orochimaru was molesting kids and experimenting on them, bro, and like Hiruzen found that out, bro, and like Orochimaru just ran away, bro. Like that was like, yo, that must have been traumatizing for Hiruzen, bro. Imagine raising this guy as your son and even considering him for like Hokage, and you see that, bro. That has to be crazy, bro.
Nah, bro. I just imagine like Orochimaru sees Hiruzen and he's like, "Oh hell nah, I don't want none of that, though."
okay, but back on point. What were y'all trying to argue with the Mokekyo Shogun viewing the speed of light as entirely powerless?
Yeah, like it would be like a pretty much like light that can enter like higher dimensional spaces and shit.
I
Yeah.
mean, there was super gravity statements in Naruto. Take
Yeah,
that as you will.
but the Kaguya thing?
Yeah, there was
There
that.
was another statement as well, I believe. Let me check really quickly.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
we might as well just finish this up. It's the last 3 minutes or whatever, anyways.
Oh yeah, I had it right.
Apparently, there is generalizations of higher dimensions involved with the E equal MC squared. So I was about right. Okay, this
Yeah, I
Take this
remember.
statement as well.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
Dimension.
The kanji even said it. You can even translate as super gravity.
Didn't supergravity have to do with Einsteinian forms?
It has a lot. It kind of had to
I thought it was
do
string
with
theory.
it's string theory and Einstein, but Einstein proposed it had to do something with Gaussian coordinates or some shit, which is basically like 5-dimensional space and shit. So like, yeah.
Yeah. So R.I.P. fucking Soul King.
Do you want the space? Do you want? Do you also want me to grab really quickly
No, no,
stuff
no, no.
regarding the?
No, like
No, we
literally.
should.
And to show you that I'm not fucking lying, bro. Like, it was hold on. Super symmetry, bro.
Do you also want me to grab stuff regarding Einsteinian forms and string theory?
You could. I mean, at this point, it'll probably be overkill, but I suppose the people should know.
Like it's something you can argue.
I have the definition for supergravity as well. I'm gonna. Well, if my phone allows me to copy it into Discord, because like my phone lacks the space to hold anything at this point. Uh, Here's the definition of supergravity.
Makes sense.
Okay. Come on, bruh. Okay, finally. Hyperspace theory, also called superstring or supergravity theory, begins with Einstein's general relativity in 1999. No, I'm sleepy. In 1919, Theodore Kaluza, building upon relativity, made an astounding discovery. Light and gravity can be unified and expressed with identical mathematics. This was the beginning of the unification of all physical laws, which is the ultimate goal of physics. There was only one catch. He needed an extra dimension, the fifth dimension. You know what? I'm not gonna read any further. You already got the point. I mean, just to like make sure people can read the full thing, I'll just hold it for like 5 seconds. Feel free to pause if you want, but like, okay, done. And then there's the Merriam-Webster definition of supergravity. Any of the various theories in physics that are based on supersymmetry and attempt to unify general relativity and quantum theory in that state that the principal transmitter of gravity is the graviton. Mm.
So are y'all gonna conclude light in Einsteinian forms binds higher dimensions or moves or deals with higher dimensions, or
It sort of does, but like the verse would have to have like how do I say this?
it'd have to have like Einsteinian forms, hyperspace, maybe supergravity?
It would have to have implications of those things. At least. At least. It doesn't need to be explicitly stated. I mean, after all, who's gonna actually argue that space and time in a verse isn't at least 4D? So
A lot of people actually.
a lot of people, but you get my point. People who actually understand physics and logic to at least a basic degree.
Mm-hmm.
So
We should wrap this up.
let's wrap this up. Let's
understand that both these characters operate on these.
Wait a second. This is. I might have just realized this, but this guy's I think original character or design. I don't know.
Yeah, it has bleach shit, so it's not surprising.
It does look good. It does look good. I have to compliment that.
Yeah, I can't deny that. It looks actually badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hollow mask.
Yeah, it's the
At
hollow
least part
mask.
of the hollow mask.
It's a hollow mask.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Same dimensional tier, meaning this will just be a regular fight from now on. Other than being 40, Shibai literally has no other AP feats besides being the strongest character.
No. We read about this.
No.
We read about this. He logically would have better chakra control than anyone else in the verse, which means he has 40 AP. Bare minimum.
He would also have every aspect of the Sharingan, the Renegon, the Byakugan, and all that other
Arma,
stuff.
all that crap. Yeah.
He would literally be able to perceive the weak points of the Soul King, like with like no difficulty, like no.
Yeah.
In addition, we already just proved that like he has bare minimum 5-dimensional AP.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
That's good.
It was Kaguya and Momoshiki that had super gravity.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be above him anyways.
So that would actually be 6-dimensional. What the fuck?
No, it was Kaguya's dimensions. The scans had super gravity. Momoshiki had a hyperspace argument, but they derive from the same
both have it.
But here's the thing: Momoshiki's power was stated to be higher than Kaguya, and then it's revealed that Shibai like transcends that.
No, I mean like. They both, like Kaguya and Momoshiki, draw from the same source of power, which created the said dimension. So it wouldn't matter.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you're right. Anyway.
Let's continue. Shall we?
In the verse as of now, meaning he would be above characters like Naruto, Ishiki, Kaguya, etc. So how strong would that make him? I personally believe Naruto high tiers consistently scale around the planetary to star levels of power. The best
No. That's just bad. That's just so downright.
No. My laptop kind of lagged there a bit. Is it still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Okay, let's go.
For the scaling I would use for Shibai would be scaling him above Kaguya. Kaguya was a being who was able to destroy the world via the ETSO. Now, even though Kaguya was doing this by absorbing chakra from everyone traveling the infinite Tsukiyomi,
that's not. No, you cannot. I
mean, that's utterly irrelevant to Shibai.
You cannot just consume the entire space-time of a world without having the specific power when the power system relies on your ability of your body to handle that power. What?
Exactly. Anyways,
is he actually implying that what Kaguya was doing is some type of chain reaction without actually saying it?
He says like this, like he said, even though it was a point to be mentioning, it wouldn't matter later on. He does agree with that kind of scaling, regardless. So it's just a point worth mentioning.
Let's continue.
I'm gonna give Shibai the benefit of the doubt and say he has more chakra than everyone on Earth combined, including Kaguya, and he can output that energy.
Dude, that's blatantly stated. What?
Yeah.
It's blatantly stated.
It's just obvious because he's in a literally higher dimension.
Why would this even have to be assumed? The whole point of absorbing the chakra trees was to ascend to Shibai's level, who already... Never mind.
Energy all at once, which would apply to his AP. Considering the fact that we don't objectively know how big Kaguya's dimensions are, I will give you the range.
Hold on, there has... No, I remember a statement. It was from Key's video. It was from Key Corp, right? Let's just go to him for a second. He has a scan for it. Oh my god.
Why not just argue Obito's
Yeah,
creation?
that's exactly what I'm referring to. But I
The
Oh,
kind
time
didn't
of
y'all be
space
on all
recovery
that?
dimension.
Wait, didn't y'all literally just post this in Chancellor's office? Do you want me to ping you to that again?
I don't even think we need to show it again. We
do we
already went over like every point. Sky.
Well, I
It's
do
gonna
mean,
we
forever.
I'm just
we
saying,
went
like, can't you just argue
where
he
is
could
it?
upscale, like Kaguya's creation, like would automatically get upscaled?
Yeah.
Here, I'll ping you.
Oh, wait a
Here,
sec.
I'll
We
ping
didn't
you.
even show the infinite space in the first Kakashi novel.
I mean, if you want to show that right now, real quickly, feel free.
Yeah. Until just a minute ago, we were up there, huh? He said, turning his head back to the open and the infinite sky. From between the remaining clouds painting the sky, a weak light had begun to shine through. It's amazing we made it out alive. He brought his gaze back to Kayo? Kayo? How do I pronounce that? Anyway, but not everyone was as lucky as we are. Anyway, okay.
Infinite.
Yeah, that's also saying it. That's in German, I think. Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
definitely
you
saying that.
know right there it says like parallel universum, which would be universe,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and this says alternate reality.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay. And
By the way, those aren't even arguments for Obito's dimension. Those are just two out of the many.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on. Okay.
For sure. Hmm.
Okay. Come on, load. Why is it not loading? Okay, the heroes and shit.
Yeah, so like infinite skies, like an infinite universe and whatnot. It's pretty consistent. I'm not
Oh.
gonna grab it right now, but there's also the Sasuke one that says, who kind of implies that Kaguya's dimensions are infinite because he
And
can't
then there
teleport between
and then
spaces.
there are the yin and yang shit. So like Madara says, is these two polar opposites operating together that gives rise to all things in this universe.
Mm-hmm. Shibai scales all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shibai book.
Mm-hmm.
Astral shit as well.
Yep. There's also wait a second. There's also the Yada mirror, bro. Totsuka blade and all that
Yeah.
shit.
I know the Japanese version of the scan says something different, like a little bit. I think it said, like, sees all things in creation, if I remember correctly.
I
Yeah,
mean, both are valid as long as neither contradict the other.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like. I think it's
Oh, I mean,
supposed
it
to be.
depends. It really depends on the official translation of the scan and if it follows. Like, if the Japanese scan is just being expanded upon in English, it should be valid as long as nothing contradicts it. Let's
And
be
there
real.
isn't.
Yeah,
And
but
there isn't, to be real.
I'm not sure about you guys, but I don't really like the see all things in creation because that's not something that that's something that really only works for Shibai, like as far as
Yeah,
I've seen.
I don't take it literally that they can see all of creation. I don't. That would be kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like
because
at
they
best,
they,
like at best, I think it would refer to them being able to like create an entire world just like that, just like the one Naruto lives in, but
I mean,
like being
well,
able
you
to
have
defy its principles.
the
well, we know
Mangekyou
what.
Shogun in like Itachi's data book states like it's a strange world of infinity. And then, like, you have Naruto's universe having stated to be boundless, although I heard that's the Chinese translation, but the Kakashi novel had that infinite skies statement. And then you got, like, the fact Madara basically had an expanded version of Obito's creation thing, so take that as you will, but I do think, like, with the scans being argued here, it should be a consistent thing, like, the Mangekyou Shogun has that range of the context being a universe, if you really want to go
Yeah.
there.
Wait a
And then the
second.
Renegade
There
the
was
Renegade
also
could be
the
harder.
infinite. Hold on. There was also the infinite Tsukuyomi.
Well,
And
yeah, that's like a buffed version of the Tsukiyomi, pretty much.
yeah,
Oh, for context, Obito utilized the limited Tsukuyomi in the movie.
Yeah.
the art it like what was the plot for Road to Ninja again?
It was like Naruto and Sakura get trapped in like an alternate universe. In this universe, Minato didn't become Hokage. Like Naruto actually has parents, and like Sakura's like father was Hokage or some shit. I don't remember exactly. That's what I remember.
That was basically the
Yeah.
plot.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
basically the plot.
imagine your entire the entire fucking future like hinging on your fucking your fucking father like not becoming Hokage and a bunch of tragedies happening, bro.
Yo, this is kind of off topic, but Sakura also wished she didn't have parents in that movie.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Anyway,
bad.
Ha ha. It's
I mean,
it's
want to,
also
like,
it's also like that alternative reality where like Sasuke has his brother, he's alive, his father and mother and all that shit, they're alive, but like
Oh yeah, I know
he
you're referring
for
to. Yeah.
some reason he's an ungrateful piece of shit.
Oh God.
also, by the way, the material for anyone thinking like these statements are not supported in the material, Sakura confirmed verbatim it's a straight alternate reality in the official movie.
Yeah, I
And
know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
There's
definitely know.
there's also an anime episode where the Sakura of that world goes into the real world
Mm-hmm.
as
and also,
well.
I think Obito stated it
Oh
was
yeah.
an
I had
alternate
context on the
reality.
limited Kiyomi crap real quickly. You weren't able to break out of it like normal genjutsu, so it can't just be like genjutsu.
Yep.
I mean, that would not be consistent with all the, like, creation stuff that happens with the abilities Itachi, Madara, and Obito, utilize.
Mm-hmm. And Kaguya, etc. Let's
It's
continue.
not an illusion based thing. It's literally shown to be like a physical creation feat, so.
Yep.
Dang it, if only there was a statement about power like coming from the mind or something, I could probably make an argument about
I mean,
but
there's whole mental chakra that comes from the mind.
And as for
okay.
statements being
Oh
supported, like, sorry to cut you off, but
no. It's a
like it's not just a planet. We literally see stars and a bright night and like a dark night sky in the background. So Obito's power doesn't just extend to a planet.
Yeah, that's
no,
just sort of
it does not.
argue.
Also, if the mental chakra like actually holds true, then then all those infinite Tsukuyomi worlds, like they're like universes, so like everyone at least has like 4D capability in them.
Yeah, what Madara does is he traps them in like mental universes.
Doesn't
Yeah,
he like make them physical?
Well, there is like it seems physical, but like it's not It can't be
I remember
literally physical.
there was some implications that that their minds were like far from the world or
Yeah, I
something
remember.
stupid.
I remember. Noodles. Yeah, and I know. Ironic. I'm about to bring him up. He actually
No,
brings
no, no!
up and argues.
Don't get it wrong. Like, like his his inverse
Crossroads.
Naruto scaling is not really good. However,
But his cosmology sounds
his
pretty good.
cosmology stuff is just straight up definitive. It's explicit.
Yeah, he brings up how like, and he argues how their mind is transported into like this universe.
Well, I mean, you can make that consistent with Obito, blatantly showing like they're real and they're not just like false illusions of a world, but that you can actually physically touch them and other
Yeah,
stuff.
you can link that with the limited Tsukiyomi, since the infinite Tsukiyomi is just a more stronger, buffed version of the limited Tsukiyomi.
Now that I think
Limited
about
Tsukiyomi is
it,
the prototype. It's
now
the
that I think
prototype
about
of the
it,
Tsukiyomi.
Obito, in my opinion, is like the best way to argue tier 2 Naruto. Because his stuff is like way more blatant, unless there were
Yeah.
Japanese statements that contradicted that.
No, there isn't.
Anyway, we have
It's
like okay, so we have like 2 more minutes, I think. Yeah,
Let's wrap it up.
let's finish this.
Range. If you consider her dimensions to be only a planet, and this would be consistent with the fact that her dimensions are constantly described with descriptions only limited to a planet, then Shibai would be around.
We are at the most. Let's just skip it.
Yeah, we
Mars
already
planet.
debunked this.
If it considers the celestial bodies we see to be a part of the dimensions, then he would range from around star to solar system level. Now, if you want to be biased and wink, then you can say he would be universal level if you consider Kage's dimensions to be a universe for whatever
That's
reason.
not Wang, but okay. That's not Wang.
It's not wank. It's not wank.
In fact, it's downplay.
It's literally downplay.
No matter how high you try to scale Shibai, Ryo will still be multiple infinities above him in power. Simple as that. The difference
No.
between Shibai and Ryo
No, he
is
won't.
beyond the difference between a planetary character and a universal one. So just imagine that.
No. 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 No.
Alright, let's finish this up. Come on, we're almost done. We're probably like a minute.
As soon as the fight between these two starts, Shibai would have his soul crushed and erased from existence just by.
No, you cannot. You cannot do that
Bruh.
to someone who's exempt from death. You cannot. That's not even how you kill someone like that.
No, he's arguing like the spiritual pressure or the Bonkai emitted from the Soul King will crush his soul.
Which is bullshit.
That. So basically, someone that just straight up transcends yin and yin yang would be crushed by spiritual pressure. That's what you're saying.
No.
That's not
so
logical.
dumb.
That's not logical. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
By standing next to the nigga, if I'm being honest. If you know how the power system in Bleach works, similar to Dragon Ball, if a character is significantly stronger than another, there has.
Oh my god. No.
Imagine bringing up Dragon Ball.
Naruto.
Let's just continue. He's just saying stuff.
To be rendered completely useless.
These things. This information is useless because Shibai is already. We just showed that he's like far stronger.
He's literally 4 infinities above fucking.
Exactly.
Easily.
Well, I mean,
Because of these strange.
What?
By your guys' argumentation. But I mean, you can argue Bleach higher as well, but you know what? That's for another time.
I mean, that's for him to make the argument if he wants a counter argument, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, no, I'm saying like not him, but there's arguments, but based off what you guys argued, yeah, like he does. Shibai might be stronger.
Might? Yo, show me a statement in Bleach what like with super gravity, yin yang principles, bro. Like, show me that shit, like right now.
Yin Yang? Oh god, let me see if there's a fucking Yin Yang statement. Also, I know there's an argument like the actual Yin Yang stuff is out of context and it just refers to a form of happiness.
Nope.
No,
And
that's
Oh wait, you
blatantly
mean in Bleach?
not the case if you like read the
Oh
guidebooks.
wait. Oh, you mean in Bleach? Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've heard about that argument against Bleach before.
Oh, and
no, I mean like against in Naruto. Like
no, that's blatant
happy
bullshit.
happy
No,
argument.
what the fuck?
Okay, that's gonna read. Okay, never
What
mind.
Read the
the?
actual manga. What?
Never mind.
No,
It's utterly,
he said
utterly.
like Happy argued like the yin yang, like all things in the universe. Like he
Oh
said,
my
like
god, Happy doesn't even believe in Uni Naruto. I don't take anything he says seriously.
like he's based off the conversation he had with either Hashirama or Haruzen, where Madara's like, now I said all things in creation in the universe could be are interpreted as yin yang, right? There's another way to interpret it. Complete happiness. One can
No,
achieve
that's
complete
retarded.
happiness.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh my god.
What? I
That
don't
does
even
not
know
make
how you
sense,
interpret
bro.
it. Like, what?
Bro, this Naruto downplay is crazy, man. I swear.
Nah, that shit is just. Whew, that's some really
As
good
far as
shit.
yin and yang are concerned, the closest thing I can bring up is two anime chicks for Bleach that represent yin yang.
There's also
Nigga, get the fuck out of his voice call right now, nigga. What? No, I should ban for that shit, nigga.
Then,
No, no.
nah,
What?
we're almost done. Let's finish this up. We don't want to
Oh
keep people
yeah.
waiting for the often.
There's also some
Difference. Now, if we ignore AP,
Wait, what?
There's also some transcendentalism stuff with Obito and Enlightenment. I don't know where
Yeah,
that would.
yeah. It has to do with fundamentals and goods and all that shit. It can actually be it can be how do I say this? It's an implication for many philosophies. Like a
Yeah.
transcendentalism refers to enlightenment. It also refers to like being intelligible, like in Plato's philosophy. And what was it? You sent me information on that high ground.
Oh
I'd
yeah, it
have
was in
to.
this Obito scan.
Yeah, it was the
Uh,
Obito. It was the
Yeah,
Obito scan and the Yakuza scan.
oh yeah, the Yakuza first.
Yeah,
That was for Sonic.
it would take it's gonna take it's gonna take too long to do. Let's just get this over with.
yeah, we got more than enough.
Yeah.
and just get technical with it, the Soaking has way better and way more hacks. Looking at it from a Shibai offensive standpoint, Shibai literally has no win con against the Soaking unless he
Yeah, I agree. He has no win con.
Well, yeah. The Sultan has no win
And
con.
being fodder and being fodder, he has no win con. Oh
Trip.
man.
It's almost done.
Okay.
seals him. The Soaking is literally immortal, cannot die, he will always revive himself, whatever. Shibai would have to seal him. And two of Shibai's main hacks can easily be countered. First of all, Daemon's abilities is useless in a 1v1 situation because it's stated he has to be touching someone. And the Soaking could
Wait,
just
didn't I get
seal a
retconned?
BFR.
I could have sworn they did
No,
needing to touch someone to
it
retcon.
literally got retconned. Like one of the
Yeah, I
first
remember.
things.
Damon,
It was when
Kawaki,
Kawaki.
no.
Kawaki like
Retcon. It wasn't retcon. Damon has two ways of doing it.
Oh, okay, never mind then. There's two different ways.
Then it's still a kind of retcon. It's still a kind of retcon because we initially thought that it was limited to a specific thing. That was the narrative at first, but then they added an additional way to do it.
Yeah,
which,
that's true.
Made her a triple threat.
Alright,
So
let's wrap this one.
okay.
And
What?
Never mind. Are y'all arguing that that can be utilized without touching, or
Yeah, it's like Kawaki was like thinking of harming Daemon. Daemon wasn't even touching anybody, and he got slapped anyways. Basically, he
Yeah.
got charmed already.
Yeah.
His abilities can be countered with the Almighty. Her ability cannot work on other Otsutsuki beings, so if there was a feature where they still can use Ponyta's ability of advancement through evolution, he could gain traits in the DNA of the Otsutsukis, rendering that ability completely useless.
That's not how it works. That's not. He is not like, it's not the Omnitrix from Ben 10. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. You don't just turn into like the best. You don't turn into a prime example of the species and gain its immunities right off the bat. Especially if the shit is like
Beyond dimensionality.
like a straight up higher mathematical dimension. That's not how it works.
no. First, the spiritual transcendence. Don't forget that.
Bruh.
And
No, it's dumb.
oh no. It's also a spiritual transcendence.
Well, okay, yeah,
In a
it could be
manner of
both.
speaking.
I meant that
Let's not get it twisted. It includes a higher spiritual transcendence, but it's also like blatantly a higher mathematical dimension.
Yeah.
So really, with the Almighty, Rio chooses a feature where Shibai is sliced up and it's wraps, even if AP is equalized. I forgot to mention, if you haven't noticed, speed is equalized for this entire fight. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video and realize Shibai really ain't all that. The Soul King is who y'all should really be looking to as an OP guy.
He is all that.
You mean the Soul King isn't all that, man?
He's slowing your damn ears.
Yo, like, even if we took like those like 8 to 10 rounds that the Soul King like created, like as all being infinite in size, like it would still just be within a fourth dimensional axis. So like,
Yeah, it'd still be another joke to Shibai.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
I can argue harder for certain realms, but you know,
It would still be a Toby Rama victim, ironically. So
Wow.
Yo, bro, let me just. Yo, remember when Toby Rama powered up, bro, and like Hashirama told that nigga to sit the fuck down?
Yeah, and then he immediately stopped.
Yeah, like, nigga, sit your bitch ass down, bro. Anyway,
you got a recording.
let's finish the recording.
To your anime character, if I'm being honest. Peace out. Obviously, I didn't put all the information I wanted to put in this video because it would have been like a 25-minute video. But if you have any questions or you want to debate or discuss, hit me up on Twitter or Discord and we can talk over there. With that being said, I'll see y'all later.
Actually, it might not be a bad idea to like debate him. He doesn't seem like he doesn't seem like a ratty debater.
I don't think he is.
No,
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it.
For that feeling of real.
Like he's ratty at all.
He's going to kiss me. I know he's going to kiss me. I can see his eyes flutter from my hands to my lips, and then.
Oh, it was practically done.
Yeah, it's done.
Unless you want to react to another video.
Never know.
I'm fucking good. I have like an appointment tomorrow. I have to get up for.
Alright, so let's wrap up. My phone is almost dead anyways. I got 4% left. We can wrap this up.
Alright, so if you guys liked the video, like, subscribe, follow, and we'll see you on the
And
next
always
one.
remember, Bleach slams. No.
If any of you want your YouTube channels in the, I don't know, the description.
I'll DM you mine later, and then you can just send it there.
Alright, next we should probably do a Star Wars thing. I kind of wanted to be, I kind of wanted to be in the last. I kind of wanted to be in the last one you did, but like we were doing our own thing. It couldn't be helped.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, I'm doing Attack of the Clone right now. If you want, we can tackle RTS Anakin together.
We're talking about today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow probably, because I'll probably have that finished easily tomorrow.
Okay. We'll do that.
Alright, well, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you. Have a good night. 'Cause I'm in charge next time.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah,
Alright,
good
see you
night.
guys later. Bye.